Welcome to the FACULTY-Elumen training for the program review template. I should say the instructional program review template, since now we have actually 3 different program review templates. Let's go through this training. Should take about 10 minutes or less, and we will see how faculty should find or where to find your program review template, and then how to fill it out. So let's go for it here. I guess before we do anything else, we better log in. So I'm going to log in. It's your username that you normally use to log into other things at West Hills College without the rest of the email address. Just first name, last name, and then your secret code, secret passcode. And let's go for it here. So first of all, I'm going to act as a faculty, pretend I actually teach math here. And so what you should have is you should have your schedule, you should have your schedule here. The funny thing is, it's not going to be fall. The default for it is the spring of 18. So just go backwards just one semester here, even though you can find the instructional program review template either way because it's deployed for the fall and the spring semester. Alright, so one thing you probably should look at here as a faculty member as you log in, just to make sure these are the classes you are in fact teaching. I'm teaching a pre-calc, an elementary algebra class, and then I'm teaching 2 intermediate algebra classes. So first things first, before we do anything else, just to make sure your schedule is correct. This is it. The data load happened in the beginning of the semester, so this should be correct. If not, please tell the person in charge of this meeting, and eventually I'm sure it will find its way back to me somehow. Alright, since this video is about a program review template, let's go for it here. It is found over here. So just a quick explanation. Strategic initiatives, what are those? Strategic initiatives in Elumen are any massive data pool from Elumen. So program review tends to be the biggest one, but you can make it from anything. You can actually do accreditation, self-studies based upon this. You can do some kind of form of assessment, particular assessment for a certain classes. So it's very generic in its usage. Alright, as I go over here and I click on it, I'm going to find out, hey, look at that. They even have a default accreditation self-study that pulls data from certain things. You can get general studies, or if you click on the program review, you're going to see a couple of things here. Now first, because this is the 2017-2018 school year, some of you may not have anything on your calendar. And the reason for it is because you don't have anything that's due. According to the program review chair or chairs, political science and geography are due for sure this school year. So for sure you should see something like this over here. So click on program view template and you can scroll across. I'm not sure why they do it backwards here, because if you scroll this way it actually goes lower on the numbers. Then if you scroll this way you go higher on the numbers here, but no consequence. What you really want to do is you want to make sure this is under mathematics, and then you want to go over here, and we are using version number 3 now. For people that are in political science or geography, you should see a version 3 here. Version 2 was the old one that I messed up on, but I'm not going to tell anybody about it. Okay, so clicking on that or clicking on this opens up, what do you know, it's the program view template. Already good to go. Now there's a lot of background work. I think between myself and Grit, we've probably put in 15-20 hours maybe putting this all together. So on the user end, it should be very user friendly. Okay, so a few things you should notice. When you click on here, you'll see all the different collaborators that you'll see. Now the top part is people that are reviewers. So Ken is on here because he is a program review representative. I'm on here as a data steward. But as you go lower, right here, past the mission or at the mission statement, notice it's all the math people right here. All the math geeks get to fill this out. Okay, so Any one of these, they're called collaborators, but collaborators have access to change anything here. So if you are doing your political science program view, you should be the only one that have access here, Kevin. If you are doing geography, then Al Graves should be the only one person listed here. All right, this should feel like very similar to the template that you guys have normally used, or we have normally used. And so describe any major developments. You can start putting in math is awesome. There it is. That's the development. Everybody in the world just learned math is awesome. List all goals and recommendations from the last program review. Hire new math faculty. And how's that happening? That is happening good. I think we did hire someone here. Just if I can spell. Faculty. There you go. All right. So possibly are hiring or will hire somebody pretty soon here. So that's a development that has happened. All right, strategy. And I'm just gonna pick in a few here. It's describing strategies, what to use. You can fill in the rest of this here. A couple of things that you got to be careful for is statistical data analysis. Now this is coming in from Kyle. Hopefully this will come in automatically into Elumen. We're still talking to Kyle. We're still talking to Paul Blair and Jamie Pitts on how that's going to happen here. But this is your disaggregated student data. Now this is hugely important for accreditation. They want to know, make sure that you are actually looking at your data. So I'm going to click on that just to show you. Whoa, I got to enter this again. All right, I'm going to go to get my review data really quick here. Let's see if I can put it nicely into this chart here. Kalinga data, open with Excel, yay. All right, here's what I got. This is disaggregated data. It's all of the trends. This is the normally what you would see on your program review. You have your head count comparisons right there. Disaggregated success, again, hugely important here. Math looks like a little under the curve there. All right, disaggregated course completion data. Degrees and certificates, and I just want to see what else is here. And program definition. Okay, so there's your data for all those things. So looking at all this data, the question is, go back to program review. A few things I've tried, and Grit, you may want to talk about how you want this in. I've tried to import the data like this, and when I do that, it comes in like this. So program review committee members, take a look at if you want faculty to actually put in the data or not, and that will be evidence that they looked at it. The only thing is that the program does not like graphs or any kind of figures. So this does not look very nice inside Elumen. If you do that, eventually it deletes it. And I'm not sure if you want to put in this big huge table. Let's try. Let's see if we can break the system. This is so cool. So math information. Let's see what we got here. Boom. Hey, came in kind of nicely. All right. So there's your online video conference, web enhanced. All right. So program review committee. You may want to think about, do you want this data inside program review or not? There's your disaggregated data. This is what ACCJC says is or should be looked at. There it is. Put that in. And then, of course, you tell me what's happening here. There it is. Yes, of course, math has become so easy. especially with the awesome instructors we have at West Hills College. Okay. All right, one more thing that you got to be careful for. This little link right here, for some reason, we were not able to figure out how to do this. If you click this right now, what's going to happen is instead of giving you a new tab on your Firefox or Edge or Explorer, it's going to take this page. So whatever you have done is going to go away. So I suggest before you click this tab, you're going to go down here and you are going to save as a draft. Now, don't publish it, because if you say publish, that means you have no access to it anymore, and it will go to the Program Review Committee for approval or disapproval. So notice all this stuff right here is now inputted. All right, the only other thing is you got to do is notice, sorry, I'm scrolling back and forth here real quick here. Notice this little top shelf right here. It says no versions have been created yet. So I put in a whole bunch of information here, but I didn't click to save a draft. So for every single section that you cover, you have to stop and make a draft here. Now, what does the draft do? Well, it keeps track of everybody, when they edited it, and what they said. So if you want to sort of go back in time and say, hey, what did that person say? And what did that person say? What did that person say? Now you can be able to find out about that. All right, and then you can add your own. And once you add your own, then say, you know what? We didn't hire math faculty. No way. What are you talking about? No way. We didn't hire a single person. So then you click on Save as Draft, and now what you have is you have, let me scroll real quick here. And I have two things here. There it is. So as you add to the document, everybody in the department gets to add to it. Okay, a few other things here that we should know. Can you put in a table? Absolutely. Can you put an image? Yes. Haven't tried it. I'll let you guys play with it. Also, this little piece right here, that's cool. This is for people that need to see a full-size view of this. Click on that. I won't, because the screen resolution won't allow me. But click on that. You will see this, just this one question as a full page, full web page. And then you can enter it, downsize it, save it, and you're good to go. In that case, it's kind of cool. All right, you got also some font tabs and number tabs, bullet points. However, the Program Review Committee decided you can put in stuff. All right, well, there's my data again. Look at all that good stuff just sitting there. Love it. All right, and then now we go to the fun part. Okay, did we save everything? Yes, we did, right? We saved here, we saved this, because we're going to lose it if we didn't save it. You click on here, consult the institutional set standards. How does your program data compare? Clicking on that, boom. So there it is. There's your institutional set standards. It is a website, and notice it didn't create a new tab. What happens is it just went. So anything that you have that you did not save is gone. All right, you can click the back tab. All right, and everything that I did save is still here nicely. There's my no way stuff right here. All right, and there's my tabulars, and there's everything else. So kind of be careful with that little guy is going to get you if you haven't saved your stuff there. All right, there it is. Look at your disaggregated data. That's a huge piece there. Look at your modalities, production analysis. There's your big pieces. Just as you go down the document, just make sure that you save things as is. All right. All right, we do have some CTE program only stuff right here. D, labor market stuff. And once you click on here, careful. Again, it's going to do the same thing here, so careful. Make sure you are saved before you click on that link. All right, nothing beyond that. So let me just, I know it's kind of, I want to go down just a little bit further on the template here. So this should give you the feel of just putting it into a Word document as well. Here's your FTS. Let me just go down a little further here. Notice I haven't saved everything in here. Now, the SLO part right here, we haven't put it in yet because we don't have a certain curriculum file inside Elumen yet. We expect that to be in by end of semester. And then we're going to correlate your PSLOs with your course data. So it's going to come in. In order to generate the data, all you do is you click this little button. Now there's nothing going to appear over here, and I don't want to click it because I think it's going to crash me. So you click on the data, and voila, all your PSLO data is just going to come in right into here. Your expected performance, we'll talk about that as well later on. Most likely flex day in January, and the actual performance. All right, and your modification. And then you have some tabular data. Let's go down to that. I think we'll be all done. All right, so our goals for improvement right over here. All right, this part here is actually a click in. So this is not, you're not going to generate any data here. So goal is to hire 5 more math faculty. And then notice as I start that, another one pops up on the bottom. So they have, so does it start one goal? And I'm pretty sure Grit's going to say you have to number these here. Okay, and then it says which college goal are you particularly doing this for? So here's your college goals here. Your student success, student equity goal, KPI goal, and then you kind of scroll this way. Or is it actually to fulfill a PSLO alignment? Is that for that? And then what is going to be the method activity? No, so I'm going to say we're doing this to help PSLO number 3. And hiring a new faculty member, it's going to help with KPI number 1. It's going to promote and increase student success, emphasizing basic skills and timely completion, but that's going to align with that perfectly. SL3, what is going to be? New faculty. All right, and then outcome measures, and this is where you say, hey, this, if we attain to this, we're going to get, so at least 3 more, faculty. That's what I want to do. Or if you're going to come and look at if you're going to go to conferences, you're going to attend at least one conference or professional growth, and then you save it. Don't forget to always save these drafts here. If you don't save it, you lose it. All right, and then the resource needed. Now this is actually going to go to the budget. And let me move it up. There it is. Okay, this is also, it doesn't generate anything. It is made for you to type stuff in. So list in order of priority. So number 1. And it says right over here, indicate type of resource needed. Is it faculty, staffing, equipment? Faculty for me. Okay, which goal does it align to? And so does it align to a PSLO? These are college goals, by the way. And again, right there, resource required, the rationale for it, the estimated cost for it. Let's give me another $70,000. That's what's going to happen here. All right, and then alternative funding source. Hey, BSI funds. All right, and then if you have another one, notice on the bottom here, you have this little running total right here. On the bottom, you have a running total. And then over here, you do have a little text box. You can say other stuff about it. You know, this is really needed. We can't go on without it. You can say more lines for that as well. Okay, so then any outreach activities. Oh, don't forget to save draft. Voila, saved. You like this little green thing on the bottom here. Okay, outreach activities, program personnel, and eventually you're done. Okay, what's going to happen is this stays inside Elumen. Let me scroll up a little fast. Don't get dizzy. Okay, this little button right here, I get to have this little privilege because I'm a data steward. Ken gets to have this little privilege because he is part of the program review committee. So this button is for program review chair, program review representatives. You guys are going to review this. And so I'm not going to go to that. That's going to be more of a training for them. When you click on it, you get to put in comments to the answers given here. And then eventually goes back and forth between program review committee, and then the faculty get to change it if they think that's a good comment. Then it goes up for vote. So hopefully that gave you a quick introduction to the instructional program review template for this school year. Thank you so much.